Hello there and welcome back to the DBMS video series. In this video we are going to discuss the question set 21. So what is the highest mark obtained in the first term mathematics subject? So we'll head over to the ADSQL and now let me make the window half size. Now let's type in the query, select. So like we use the min mark, we use the max, and I'm going to select the mark from student exam mark record, and now I'm going to use the inner join, and I'm going to select the exam term table, and I'm going to assign the exam term table to the student exam mark record, and I'm going to select the exam term ID column, and I'm going to assign it to the exam term table and select the term ID. Again we are going to use the inner join, and in this time we are going to select the subject. So I have selected the subject, so we'll put it within the grade marks, and then we are going to use the same student exam mark record dot, and we are going to select the subject ID, and then we're going to assign it to the subject table, and we are going to select the subject ID. Now we are going to use the where clause, where term name is equals to first term, and subject name equals to mathematics. Alright, so let's run our query, and we can see the maximum mark is 90. So the student has scored 90 marks in mathematics in the first term. So we have to select the second term science subject. We have to find the highest mark. So all you have to do is we have to change the same query, second term, and then I'm going to type in science instead of maths, and now you can see the maximum mark is 95 for the subject science in the second term. So we have to find the highest mark obtained by the students for all the subjects in the second term. So for this we don't have to inner join the subject, so let me maximize this, and I'm going to remove the whole line where I inner join the subject, and I'm going to remove the subject name from the where clause, and I'm going to use only the second term, and we can see that the maximum mark was 98.5. Now let's go to the next question. Which subject got the highest marks in the second term? So that's the fourth question. So we'll have to select the subject name from subject, and then we'll have to use a few sub queries as well. So Let me delete the whole thing. Now let's select subject name, and I'm going to select it from subject, where subject ID in, and now I'm going to type in a select query, which is a subquery here. So I'm going to type in select subject ID from student exam mark record. So I'm going to use my clipboard, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to inner join. So I'm going to select subject ID from student exam mark record, and I'm going to select the mark where mark in, and now I'm going to use another subquery to select the maximum mark. So select max, and I'm going to select the mark from student exam mark record, and now I'm going to use another inner join exam term ID. So I'm going to inner join the exam term table on, so let's select the student exam mark record, and we'll select the exam term ID, and let's assign it to the exam term ID, where term name is second term. Alright, let's run our query, and we can see the subject name which got the highest marks in the second term. So now let's go to the fifth question. Find the details of the student who got the highest mark in the second term. So now let's paste the query which I have already written. So in this we are going to select the first name, last name, and gender and contact number from the student table, so we can get the student details. And then we are going to inner join the exam mark record with the student number, and in that we are going to select the maximum mark where the term is second term. Alright, let's run this query. You can see that Sachitra Vikramasinghe has got the highest marks in the second term. Now let's go to the sixth question. Find the details of the student who got the highest mark in mathematics in the first term examination.
and in the class which he is studying. Alright, so I'm going to paste the query which I've already written. So from this we are going to select the first name, last name, gender and contact number and last name. So since the student table doesn't have a column called class name, we have a class ID, class ID column. So we are going to inner join it with the class table, and then we are going to inner join the student exam marks record with the student index number. Next we are going to write in a subquery to select the maximum marks from the student exam marks record, where the subject is mathematics and the term name is second term. So let's run this query, and then we can see that Amanda Moses has received the highest marks in mathematics in the so we have to select the highest marks in mathematics in the first term. So let's select the term name as first term, and now let's run the query, and then also it is Amanda Moses who has got the highest marks in mathematics in the first term examination, and we can also see the class name which she has studied in. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. We'll meet in the next video.